Hi everyone, welcome back to our new session of the Uipath. In this session, I will explain you how to create incident, delete incident, and manage all the incidents in Servicenow. So, in previous session, I've already explained about how to connect or integrate Servicenow with Uipath. For connection, I'm not going to pick here because I've already explained in my previous session. So for connection, please watch my previous session, and if you want to automate the incident activities in UiPath, please be here from start to end of this tutorial. So at the end of this tutorial, you are able to add incident, delete incident, get incident list and update incident automatically by using UiPath script. So before starting that, we will need two things for automating Servicenow incident management. First, we have to install dependency from manage dependency. UiPath team.servicenow.activity should be installed so that you are able to see Servicenow activities available in UiPath team. And once you click on the incident, you can see four options are available: add incident, delete incident, get incident list and update incident. Next thing, we will need Servicenow login credentials. So once you will create your account, you are able to see this page, and once you will create instance for your account, you are able to see all the service management services are available here. For creating complete account and instances, please watch my Servicenow playlist so that you are able to create Servicenow login for free and creating instances. You are able to use for 10 days. After that, you will renew that. So let's start with this. So I have already created the connections. Let me check my connection is active or not. You can see valid connections are established. Let's create one incident. So once you will drag add incident activity, it will ask for parameters to be entered. So as you can see in my previous session as well, you can take a help from the get example data. So whatever required, you can just double click on that, and once you will double click, you are able to see these tabs are available in a parameter wizard. So here we are going to provide the incident number. So incident number is always starting from INC, and mention the number. So just like I am mentioning here as number incident 001. Next, we have to provide the description as well. So I am taking here, so there is a two descriptions, one for the short description and other will contain the complete description tab. So double click on this and provide the description, and let's take one more tab, open by, and other one will take state. So what's the state of that incident? That is also required to be entered. So you can see here state is 7. So it depends on your requirement. You want to keep in progress, so state code is available on portal of community. Over there you can see the states. So just like if you want to mention here the active, that is also fine. Active, open by, I am giving here the any name. It should be any name from the organization. You can keep it at. Then the short description, so that's the name of or the name of incident. So just take an example, unable to connect with Wi-Fi. So we have done. Let's run this, and we are able to see incident will be created over there. Now you can see incidents are created. Let me copy this incident number. so that we will use for further action as well. Let's check that incident is available here or not. So let's refresh this page. After refreshing with this page, we are able to see that incident is logged here, INC 001, unable to connect with Wi-Fi. You can see time is also logged here. So by this way you can create automatically n number of incident according to your requirement. Let's click on OK, and here if you want to revert this command, just click on the revert command. Your incident will be deleted from there. So I don't want to delete that, so let's keep as. So because of that I am pressing continue button. Next tab, so if I want to update an incident, so here we have to provide the incident number. I want to update this incident. Let's take get example content. From here we are going to provide the value, on which value we want to update it. So I want, it's not loading properly up. Let's close this, get data. Now you can see incident number. So mention the incident number, and we have to we are taking just example of that. So because of that I want to update description only. So incident number we are going to provide here, and inside the description I am going to edit that this is edited unable to connect to Wi-Fi. Just enter this and click on run command. Once you click on the run command, you are able to see the incident is updated. For verification, just refresh this page. You are able to see incident are updated in the Servicenow portal. Now you can see incident 001 is updated to, this is edited unable to connect to Wi-Fi. So by this way you can update your incident number. Next tab we are going to use, or next activity we are going to use, get incident list. So if I want to collect or fetch data from the Servicenow, we just have to drag and drop and set SQL command. For those who have knowledge of SQL, prioritize this. So if I want just number up, description is not there, so I want here short description, priority approval state, I want the limit up to 50. So once I will set my SQL command and I will press on run select command, I can see all the values which I have mentioned is available here. So you can see number, short description, priority, approval and state. These all values are already entered, and these values I am able to see here. So by this way you can fetch your incident data. You can see here, once you will click on the save. So if you don't want to configure this test search command, just directly enter your SQL command here. So once you enter SQL command according to your requirement, you are able to see that incident or all the incident which is available in the Servicenow portal, you are able to see here. Next, and the end of the incident automation activity, you can see here delete incident. So if I want to delete any incident, just I need to mention here the incident number and click on save all. I am able to delete the mentioned incident from my list. So I am deleting other activity and saving this. Let's run this. So once execution is completed, you are unable to see this incident is available here. So let's wait for the execution. Once it is completed, we will refresh our web page of ServiceNow and we can see how the result will look. So by this way we can automate our incident creation, deletion, incident extraction and updating incident. Because in many organizations or all of the organizations are almost all the organizations are using tickets based system. Some of the using are from the ServiceNow, some of the other organizations are using other tools, but globally ServiceNow is very much accepted. So rather than performing task again and again by any human being, it should be automated for reference. Now you can see execution is completed. Let's refresh this page and check incident is deleted or not. Now you can see incident 001 is deleted from here. So by this way we can manage our incident activity in ServiceNow by using automatic or automation script in UiPath. So hope you understand it. If you have any queries or comment, please comment in the comment section so that I will check and revert with the resolution. And don't forget to like and subscribe the channel for the latest update. Thank you.